Okay, welcome everybody. I'm now recording this. Now let me explain to you recording, and I don't know if any of your other professors have talked about this. You know, and if I was recording this class and then making the recording public, I'm technically breaking the law unless I have your permission to do that. If Mark says, Mr. Hasse, I don't want my face being thrown out in the middle of the internet on a recorded class, and he is right. So what I do, I record this class and it's only available to you guys. It's called an unlisted recording. It's only available to this class, okay? It's not available in the public. This is something that I was made aware of in doing some homework on the internet for showing videos out in the public, like on YouTube. So just for your own privacy, you know, I'd be the same thing. I don't want my mug all over the place unless I don't think too many people would be impressed by looking at my mug anyways. But so just so you're all know this, nobody has access to this information, this video, your name, anything, unless it's approval given, okay? So just so you all know that. Okay, welcome to our class. I'm still waiting for some people. I've already assigned you breakout rooms by your team. So when I say, okay, I'll release the breakout rooms, you'll be transferred to your team, and then you can talk about your state of affairs there. I will be coming in and asking you some questions, and we'll be moving forward, okay? So this is our first official class as a Hasse Practicum group. As you all know, and most of you know, we had beginning on this past Tuesday, and for the next 3 Tuesdays, we'll be meeting with the small business folks, and they're going to be going over some information about our platform. And let me talk about that. I know and I understand we're throwing a lot of stuff at you guys, okay? Part of it is unfair, but part of it is very fair. The unfair part is you didn't bargain for all this when you signed on to be a student in your junior year or sophomore year or your senior year at the University of La Verne. But secondly, it's fair because at this point of your academic study, it's now time to get into the real world. It's now time to react, adjust, manage, BS, whatever, to the real world. And this is a good opportunity for that. I'm going to require a lot of you to do this on your own. I'm not going to hold your hand and burp you and say, all is well in the world. Oh, you didn't do that? Tough darts. It's okay. You'll still get an A. Ain't going to work that way. I will help you, definitely, big time. But you have to assume some responsibilities. If I ask you to be in a training session on Tuesday and you're not there, you didn't accept the responsibility of this class. If I ask you to respond to me in an email and you don't, you're not accepting the responsibility of this class. And because of that, you have to suffer the consequences. So I just want everybody to be all on the same page as that, just so you know. If I get a note from a CEO saying, where has this dude been the last week? I want to know why. All right. Now, I understand we have some international students. It's 3:30 in the friggin' morning where they are. Or it's 6:30 in the morning where they are. I understand that. And if they can't come on at this time, okay. But at the same time, it's their responsibility to get in touch with your team members and do the jobs you're expected to do with your teams. Just because you have an address in Beijing or Bangkok or Redlands or wherever doesn't give you the excuse to let your teammates down. No excuse at all. If you were a freshman, I would give you some slack. Not at this point of your career, okay? Accept the responsibility, and if you don't, you have to pay the consequences. Okay, Cool. That's enough of my Chamber of Commerce speech for today. No more. So thank you. As you guys know, as we go on in this class, my Chamber of Commerce speeches, unless you guys really screw up, which I don't think you will become minimal. You're going to get all this nonsense out of the way so you guys can go on and start doing things. Okay, so here's where we are right now in this class. It's the very first week. I just got a word from the Wells Fargo folks, and according to our original calendar, the Wells Fargo presentation is due on Thursday, October 1st. We'll have a Zoom session on Thursday morning, don't know the time yet, with the Wells Fargo bankers, your other professors, some invited guests, and you'll put on your business plan presentation to Wells Fargo. All right? So from this day to October 1st, and I know a lot of you have already moved along on this, you pick a product, find out where we're going to buy this product, pick a charity, start working on a business plan. Now that business plan will encompass some online trading through the Wix.com. But listen, guys, if you guys are not too cool with this online trading, now it's still early, so I'm not going to buy it if you're not cool yet. But if you're not cool with the online trading, you make the decision to sell the products through your own Homeboy network. If you don't want to sell online, you don't have to sell online. I would strongly advise you to make an effort to sell online, but I don't want 100%, you guys 100% saying, okay, Mr. Hesse, we're going to sell all our products online. If you do that, we could be looking at a disaster. Because what happens if you don't sell online? We don't have any backup plans. Oh, I'm going to sell maybe to a corporate partner. Oh, I'm going to sell to some homeboys. Oh, I'm going to sell to maybe some online events. Oh, I'm going to sell to my charity and their charity partners. All different options. The online experience in this class, and it's great experience, great for down the road, but don't put all our eggs in the online basket. Because I know you guys are scattered all around the community. China, Thailand, Redlands, Covina, Laverne, Claremont. All right? It's going to be tough to merge all this together. Martin Chang, you're late. This is going to be the last time you're going to be late to this class, buddy, okay?
Yep.
All right. So that's where we stand as far as you guys, as we're beginning this process of going to October 1st to the Wells Fargo presentation, you as a team say, okay, we're going to sell half of our products through Wix, and the other half we're going to sell to our homeboys and to our families, to our network, to our corporate partners, to our charity partners, whatever. We're going to work all this out in the next few weeks. So this does not mean you guys have to concentrate 100% on Wix.com. Yes, you should incorporate a couple of your teammates to concentrate 100% on Wix.com, but the other teammates should develop corporate relationships, homeboy relationships, network relationships. And this is something we'll continuously talk about over these next week, 2 weeks. Okay? So don't get everybody all stressed out if Wix is like, oh God, this is crazy. I don't know what's going on here. Have a couple of your teammates worry about Wix. Don't everybody commit to Wix. I still want you all to go to the training sessions because a lot of you are going to be selling through Wix. But we're going to have other vehicles to sell. Now, you might not hear this from other professors. Professor Fialo, I know, is stressing 100% on Wix. Professor Hicks is pressing a lot on Wix. But I know the real world. I know what you guys and the time commitment you're allowed to have to do this course because you're taking other classes as well, right? You're taking Hippler in finance. You're taking Rossum in marketing. You're taking Hicks in management. You got other responsibilities there as well. So we find that competitive balance that efficiency balance and we go with it. If you all think you're cool with Wix and want to sell all your products online, commit to it. That's cool. But you have options. And I want you all to know that. All right. I apologize earlier to Team Leopards. I was given some information that according to some people was correct, but according to other people's was incorrect. And so nothing has changed in that regard to our team makeup on Team Leopards, okay? All is well. Our registrar office is a little bit jumping the gun these days about some students and not giving them the opportunity to fix their affairs about going to college. And they kind of pulled the plug on this and caused all kinds of confusion. So that's been settled, no worries. But I want to say something that has nothing to do with this class, guys. I know you guys are under a lot of pressure financially, academically in this remote environment. Socially, geez, I would like to go out with the homeboys every now and then. Socially, by being away from your athletic teams and athletic practice. And also a lot of you work. There's a lot of things going on, and I understand that. But here's what I want you guys to do. If you got a hassle, if you're getting a hassle from another professor who doesn't understand your situation, if I say something that's not totally accurate by assuming that you're not paying attention to what's going on, straighten me out. Let me know what's going on so I can help you. If I don't see you for the first week of school, I'm going to come down on your butt. But if you just tell me, Mr. Hassey, I've been working, I've got a lot of things going on, got a family member who's sick, I got a grandparent who I have to take care of, whatever. Just let me know, guys. It's no big deal. As long as I know it, everything's fine. That's where it's your responsibility. Like, for example, if Jeff Chang, Aubriana, Fausto, Martin, Wenji, Mike are not showing, and Mr. Richard are not showing me their pictures, their cameras online, I'm going to wonder what the hell's going on. You guys are in a competitive sales market now. You got to show your faces. You can't sell a product to a black screen. Show your face. Now, if you don't want to show me your face, if you have a bad day, and I understand that, thank you, Jeff. If you're having a bad day, put up one of those, I'm sorry, I'm going to be real ignorant here, and you all go ahead and laugh at me. Put up one of those Vivitars, or what are those called, Sam? Avatars? What are those things the pictures of things, of how your emotions are? Andrea, what are they? Oh, well, put up a picture on the screen that has an unhappy face, that you're having a bad day and you don't want me to see you. Peter, what am I talking about there? What am I talking about there?
Emoji?
Is that an OG? I don't know.
Emoji.
Yeah, okay. Put up something, put up on the screen so I know, oh, Yemi's having a bad day and she's got an unhappy face on her picture on her screen. Then I'll leave you alone. But if I just see a black screen with no face, I'm going to let you know about it. Even our advisors, our assistants, I want to see you. Because you can't run a company. You can't run a company in the dark. All right? If I was coaching the football team and I said, okay, we're going to have a practice, but I'm going to wear a mask and a head covering and you won't be able to see me. What the hell kind of coach is that? All right? If I'm a professor and I walk into class and I have a mask on and a head covering and my mask is a funny face, I don't think I'm going to get too much respect from my students, even though it might be funny for about 10 seconds. You can't operate a company without somebody seeing you. Palm, I understand where your situation is. You're calling me on the phone, and I understand that, so don't worry about that. Yemi, I don't know what's going on there. You better show yourself.
Hi, Professor. I'm sorry about that. I just went to the restroom, so I cannot open my camera.
Yeah, don't take your camera into the restroom. We don't want to be involved in that. Thank you, Yemi. Thank you. You don't have to say you're sorry. Just do it. That's fine. I hope you washed your hands, though. This is a clean environment here. All right. All right, so I got all that stuff done. What we're gonna do is we're gonna break out our teams. I'm gonna introduce Howard just for a minute, and Howard, be ready to talk here in just a minute. I'm gonna break out our teams into our groups, and then I'm gonna come into each individual group and ask you, all right, guys, what's going on? Where's our product selection? Where are we gonna buy our product? What's our charity gonna be? Now, be honest. If I get the silent treatment, not good. Professor Hasse, we're not there yet. Here's where we are. Tell me where you are. It says on our calendar we have to have charity selection by today. And product, and pretty well our product selection. But it's early. We got to have it by next week. But let me know where you guys all stand on this stuff. I'm going to go to each team member in the group. And I'm not doing this to put pressure on you, but I'm doing this, okay, what have you done thus far with the team? What have you been up to? What have you been doing? Jeff, what have you been doing? Don't answer that now, Jeff. Joseph, what have you been up to? How have you been helping your team? And if you say, Mr. Hasse, I haven't done a damn thing yet, okay, at least you're being honest. You better not tell me that again next week. So, everybody know where I stand on that? Nod your heads. Okay. All right. Now, one of the people who's going to be helping us this semester is Mr. Howard Hawkins. And Howard is a member of the SCORE Advisory Consulting Group that helps businesses manage their affairs. Set up a business, business plan, marketing, sales, accounting, finance. And Howard has been with us at the University of Laverne now for many years. Hang on, I have a chat session. Palm, don't worry about it. Thank you, Palm. Howard's been with this group or my groups for many years now, and he's a wonderful partner in helping us and keep a different perspective. Now, it's still a little bit early, Howard, but I wanted to introduce everybody to you. We're still in the planning stage, and Howard's going to be going around with me to the various groups and seeing what you guys are doing and where you're at. But I wanted to introduce Howard right now off the bat to everybody. And Howard, can you turn on your microphone and just say hello in a few words, please? Hang on, Howard. Now your mic's on, Howard. Go ahead.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Delighted to try and make you guys more knowledgeable about the aspects of the wonderful program here. I have had the pleasure of working with Professor Hasse now. This will be the 6th semester.
Geez, we're getting old.
And so it's been a very interesting experience. I recognize a few friends, Danny and Amanda and Sam. We all started at the very beginning of last semester. And then, of course, right in the middle, about March, whatever, the whole ball game changed. So we're all getting used to Zoom. So what I would have done in the past is try and advise you all primarily on the business plan. And then when you get ready for the sales effort, I've always had a few tips about selling. Now, of course, the selling typically has been face-to-face out at various venues, and now we're trying to do this in other manners. So we'll change our approach a little bit about that. Anyway, thank you, Rick, and look forward to working with you this semester.
Great. Thanks, Howard. Thank you very much. As we go into our groups now to start working a little bit, I'm gonna end our group work around 4:30, around that time, and then we'll come back and meet a little bit as a total group. I have another some more propaganda to yell at you guys, and then we'll finish up class. But this is how we're going to do it for all the Thursdays in the month of September. This is how we're going to do it. Now, if you guys want to set up other sessions on your own, you're more than welcome. Your CEO can do that. But as far as your commitment to me, Tuesdays this month is Wix.com training, and Thursdays this month is on this site. Once we're done with the training going into October, we'll meet like this every Tuesday and Thursday. We'll break out into our rooms, talk about finances, talk about product, talk about marketing, blah, blah, blah. But now in the meantime, this month, we're getting our act in gear, learning about each other, learning about who we can trust, who we can be honest with, and who we can manage our affairs in our organizations. And remember, the bottom line is two things. Here we go. Have fun / learn, and be respectful to everybody. Be respectful to your teammates. Be respectful to Howard and the teaching assistants. Be respectful to your customers once you have them. Be respectful to your other colleagues on other teams. Don't tell them what you're doing, by God, but be respectful to them. All right? That's a bottom line. I insist on that. If I hear that some student is bad-mouthing another student or saying something wrong, you're out of here. And then you got to take the course again next spring. You don't want to do that. Be respectful, be honest, have fun, kick ass. Don't quote me on that one, even though I am recording this. All right? Cool. All right. John, smile. It's not that bad, Mr. Richard. Smile. There you go. Thank you. All right. So I am now going to break you out. I'm going to push a button and it's going to scatter you guys all to your individual areas. Team CEOs, you can take it from there, but be prepared. I'm going to come in the next half hour and ask you questions about where you stand, what's going on, and individually to each one of you. What are your efforts and what have you been doing thus far? Now, if I miss somebody in the allocation of teams, I'll fix that once I see where everybody goes. But I think I did a pretty good job setting it up. Angelina, you look nice. You look great. Your hair looks perfect, Angelina. You look great. All right. All right, guys. Here we go.
Hello?
Joseph, I've just moved you to Team Leopard, so hang on, okay?
Okay.
No, I have you in Team Leopards. You should be there.
Yeah, now it says Team Leopards. Before
Okay.
it said Team Laverne.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And we are back. Oh, did I move the wrong person? Shoot. Sorry,
Uh-oh.
Palm.
Yeah, I think you moved.
I moved the wrong person. Hang on.
Do you have to do it all manually each time?
Yeah, because everybody has a different thing. Where'd he go? Oh, here.
We lost Howard.
Yeah, he'll be back. Where did I put Palm?
Into the black hole, into the abyss.
I did.
The online world.
I just sent Palm to Iceland. Oh, they'll figure it out. Oh, maybe he quit his call anyways. Okay. Now, if we all were registered as students all the time, this would be a breeze. I could do it automatically, but because some students are here, some days not, it gets to be a big hassle to do that.
Yeah, I know. I volunteered for the Business 101 class, and the academic advisors were having the same issue of like trying to move everyone around.
Amanda's still going out with that same guy?
As far as I know, yes. The one who's a fighter.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, no, he's really cool.
They've been going together a long time.
Oh, I think they're like on 5 years or something. Yeah.
Marriage.
Honestly, I asked her. I said, "When's the wedding?"
Yeah, exactly. I want to be invited.
Yeah, me too.
There we go. Isn't technology amazing? Simply
Yep.
amazing. You know, I had a chance to buy Zoom stock last April, and I told the broker to go to hell. What a moron I was. Now,
Big
if I bought the
gains.
stock, it's too late. It's
Yeah.
too late.
Big
I
gain.
blew it. But the good side about all this, I've owned Apple for 10 years, and I just had my stock split.
That's great.
We're
Yeah,
talking
no.
Dinero, we're talking Quan there. We're talking Quan. All right. All right. Thanks, guys. I got a lot of great information. Hopefully by early next week, we can get our products, our charities pretty well wired in. We'll remember next Tuesday afternoon at 3:30, you click on the link for the Wix.com session that's run by Sean Snyder at the Small Business. We'll meet back here next Thursday. Hopefully by next Thursday, we begin putting together our business plan. We go through a series of steps about, okay, well, we know the product we're going to have, we know how much it's going to cost, what do you think we're going to sell it for? What's going to be our selling price? Are we going to sell it in bulk, or are we going to like combine 3 or 4 units, like sell 3 units at $15 or $20 and sell 1 unit at $5? Or how are we going to do that? Now, this is where your professors in finance, Professor Hippler and Professor Rossum, can help you with this discussion about thinking that way. Now I'm going to ask a question that some of you are going to think is strange, but I love seeing you guys with all your backdrops and your images, but I'd rather deal with you guys in person, and we can go get a pizza at, what's that pizza place in Laverne? What's it called? Amanda, what's the pizza place in Laverne?
Warehouse.
Warehouse. We can go get a pizza at Warehouse and have a class at Warehouse. That'd be kind of cool. So let's hopefully we can get that through this nonsense as soon as possible. So take care, you guys. Work on your teams, study hard, but take a little break this weekend. It's supposed to be hotter than a fiddler's you know what this weekend. So be careful. And I'll see you guys at the WIX meeting next Tuesday. CEOs, great priority report, great priority listings this week. Remember, I want new ones on Monday. All right, get the hell out of here. Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
Thanks, guys.
Professor.
See you later.
Thank you.
See you later.
I'm just-
See you guys.
Professor Hassey, can I ask you a couple questions?
Yes, Anthony, please go ahead.
All right. I just want to make sure I'm caught up. I feel like I've been playing catch up ever since
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
I'm with you.
So for next week, we need to have a charity picked out, that I'm assuming as soon as possible.
Yes, a
The
product
product
and where you're going to buy the product.
and where I'm going to buy the product. And then is there anything else I'm supposed to be
No,
working on?
that's our priority for next week. If we get that all wired and cool by Thursday, I'll give you a
Okay.
few extra days by Thursday. Then we can start on the business plan and move forward. So that's the other two teams are a little bit farther than you because they've had a couple extra days than you. But you're right on the money, Anthony. You're doing fine.
Okay.
We'll get that wired next week, and then we're off and running. So don't worry about that.
Okay.
But I want you to let me know. I want to know who's not doing their stuff. All right.
Yeah. I mean, so far everybody's been doing.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't asked anybody to really do anything yet because I've
right.
been just trying to figure out what's happening.
Yeah, but you're doing fine. Your priority list was great. Keep that just keeps me wired of what's going on, and
Okay.
you're doing fine. All is well.
All right. And
All
then
right.
another question, say we don't make any money. Who's liable for that loan?
Anthony, I'm going to be totally honest with you. If you're not by the 4th or 5th week, halfway through the sales, and you guys aren't doing well, what we're going to do is we have what is called a worst case scenario, and you'll see this when we start doing our business plan. A worst case scenario, and Howard's well aware of this. If Howard and I start seeing the trending that you guys aren't doing very well, we
Yeah.
will go to that worst case scenario, which means we'll sell the product at cost. All right. We'll make enough money to pay back the loan. Trust me. All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Now, if we just sell it at cost and cover our expenses, then we won't make any money, but at least we'll be able to pay back the loan. So do not worry about that.
Okay.
We have never had, and there has been some terrible teams. Trust me, just terrible teams. Howard's been fortunate with me. We've had some pretty great teams, but there have in the past before Howard was here, some real disasters. So that's my job is when I start seeing those indicators, we move into
Yeah.
action and we help them. So Anthony, do not worry about that. You got
Okay.
you got your back. You're okay.
All right.
That's
Cool.
Howard and my job. If we start seeing trouble, we'll help you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Cool.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
You too.
All right, Anthony.
guys.
Thanks. So there's where we stand, Howard. Pretty good.
Yeah, that was amazing how you can switch back and forth with each team. Zoom is something else. And as it turned out, the rosters I have are complete.
Oh, well, great.
I guess the only what confused me was Anthony.
Oh, yeah, because he's new. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got him. And so I've got everybody. I don't have all of the job titles, but we'll get those later.
Well, I'll send you an update because I got all the job titles now. So I'll send you that tomorrow, Howard, another set so you have that.
All right, very good. So we will do this every Thursday then.
For this month only, and we'll go back to the Tuesday format in October.
Okay. No,
Fair
it
enough.
worked very well.
Okay, great. And you came in nice and clear. Your workspace looks good. So this worked out really good. This worked out really good. So thank you.
All right, well, good job. Thank you, Rick.
All right, and go blue.
Right.
See you later.